Decoding Capricorn Personality Traits and Secrets. Today we're going to decode the Capricorn zodiac sign and understand it. We'll talk about Capricorn personality traits, secrets, and how Capricorn is different from other zodiac signs and what makes them unique. Stay tuned. Originating from the constellation Capricornus, the 10th sign of the zodiac is the horned goat. Capricorn spans between 270 and 300 degrees celestial longitude. This sign is transited by the Sun from December 21st to January 21st. It's often associated with the goat because of the shape of the constellation, which is shaped like half goat, half fish. Because of this shape, the animal that's associated with the sign is the mythical sea goat, which has a goat's upper body and a fish's tail. The origin of the name is found in the Latin word Capricornus. The glyph is like an N with a loop in the tail. This sign is associated with the color gray, with all of its possible nuances. This color represents strictness, strength, and maturity, but it's also associated with the Capricorn's unique ambition. There's no wonder that this sign is responsible for the foundation of the human body, bones, joints, teeth, and the entire skeletal system. It can be of help for Capricorns to pay attention to this part of their body in order to stay in balance. The 10th house is about structure, corporations, tradition, achievements, awards, rules, authority, and discipline. So as the ruler of this house, Capricorns are set to be successful business people. They like to be in charge, and their career is the core of their identity. Most of the time they have a clear mind and are well organized, but as soon as they're depleted of energy, they tend to make bad decisions, and this makes them feel guilty because mistakes are not an option for them. Following the rhythm of the season, astrology sorted the 12 zodiac signs into 3 modalities. Cardinal signs with initiatory force start the 4 solar seasons. Fixed signs with a stabilizing force will empower the season. And finally, mutable signs with transformational energy will end the season. Cardinal signs like Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn have a natural sense of leading and creating new experiences. With an ambitious nature, the cardinal sign Capricorn will always initiate with the end result already in their mind. And it's sure that they'll always reach for the best result, as it's important for them to be recognized for their work. Prestige is their motivation, so they'll work with dedication and are able to put aside the money aspect if there's honor and fame involved. With a clear plan to reach the top, they can be hard to work with, as they have no patience with the ones that are not able to keep up. They can take themselves too seriously and might seem harsh at times, but inside they're sensitive people, but that's something they don't easily share. Capricorns are earth signs. This element has feminine, receptive energy, while being heavy and grounded. So natives born under this sign are deeply connected with their bodies and physical pleasure. Secretly, they're just as depraved as everyone else. They like to keep kinks and decadence a private thing. But the same earthly aspect gives them patience and endurance, so they're the best when playing the long game. At all costs, they're in it for the win. So if someone lacks ambition, they'll dismiss them, or even worse, shame them. With Saturn, the planet of responsibility, hard work, and determination as its ruler, there's no surprise that Capricorn loves to be the leader. This planet is known to keep everyone in order, and that they get to the finish line, so it can be said that Saturn is in charge of teaching limitations. This aspect makes Capricorn natives great planners, who always need everything to happen according to their vision. They are their best critics and are hard on themselves if things are not occurring as planned. But because Saturn also comes with life lessons and responsibility, Capricorns are able to learn from their mistakes as they go. Because they understand restrictions that make them practical, so they're able to create a long-term vision that will certainly be a success. The smallest constellation of the zodiac, Capricornus, is one of the first 48 constellations described by the Greek astronomer Ptolemy. As it's represented by a mythical sea goat, it resides in the area of the sky called the sea, the same place Aquarius and Pisces reside. The brightest star in this constellation is Delta Capricorni. This mythical creature is present in Sumerian culture as the god of wisdom and waters. It also appears in Babylonian under the name Enki, god of intelligence, creation, magic, and seawater. Greek mythology is connected with several of the oldest legends. It's associated with the goat nymph Amalthea, who raised Zeus as an infant after he was saved by his mother Rhea from the hands of his father Kronos. As a reward, Zeus placed her as a constellation in the sky. It's also associated with the god Pan that was the ruler of the forest, flocks, and shepherds. He had the legs of a god, and the upper body part was human, but he also had horns and ears of a goat, and always had windpipes on him. He was known for his erotic nature and for his search for a new nymph to catch. He spent most of his time walking through the forest, taking care of his land. One day at a party where all the gods were present, appeared the monster Typhoon. In order to escape, all of them transformed into animals and ran. Pan jumped into the water, and while the lower part turned into a fish, the upper part remained as it was. Zeus was caught in the fight with the monster, and Pan came to his aid. As a result, Zeus promised him a place in the sky as the constellation we now know as Capricornus. Aspects of this myth that can be found in natives born under this sign are his sexuality and love of everything that is alive and vibrating. And there's also their loyalty and determination to protect the ones that are important to them. All in all, Capricorns are known as the master planners. They have a huge amount of energy and are ambitious and efficient. The best place for them to be is somewhere where their skills are needed. They're organized, responsible, and patient, always trying to see all sides of a situation. They love planning in advance, even if that might not end as they expected, and they're always ready to learn and improve. Hardworking, they use work as therapy. Under Saturn's influence, they show great self-discipline, and with the need to be efficient, they can sometimes barely talk unless it's needed. Capricorns build walls around them, so they might look insensitive and seem like loners. But it's not like that at all. They are highly sensitive. They often prefer isolation so that they can't get hurt. But deep inside, they love companions. Their friends always receive fierce loyalty, generosity, and compassion. In love, they also surface an emotional, romantic side. Even if they have problems communicating their feelings and needs, they often dream about starting a family and having kids. It isn't always easy being a Capricorn. Gloomy Saturn gives the horned natives a tendency to become melancholic and depressed. Always planning something, they become suspicious and are prone to excessive worrying. They need constant recognition of their achievements, so they might have an inferiority complex. They need to learn to overcome it with self-confidence and optimism. In this incarnation, Capricorns are usually involved in the search for the mission of their life. Thank you for watching the video. Please like, share, and subscribe for all the updates.